Hey guys, this is Coach Sincere from the Eagle Eyes podcast, and right now the AFCON is over. As I told you guys earlier before in my previous post, I told you the AFCON is a tournament for you to watch. There's going to be chaos, there's going to be drama, there's going to be conflicts, there's going to be fighting, there's going to be so many dramatic incidents that are going to happen during the AFCON. And Coach Sincere told you this, and it has happened again. In the final against Morocco and versus Senegal, Morocco juju no work against Senegal. I said it earlier on that it's high time Africans stop using juju in playing football. They always use it in Africa, but they don't use it when they cross Africa. It's like African juju only they work when we dey inside Africa. You understand me? And this is something I cannot take. You remember when Coach Eric Chile talked about the incidents of DR Congo? Also, you saw there's a game also in Tanzanian league. I think it's Tanzanian league. I can't remember the league, where they also buried juju inside the post, which the striker noticed it, took it out, and boom, they were able to score. Now let's dive into the game between Morocco and Senegal. But before we go in and talk about Morocco and Senegal, I want to talk about Nigeria. Nigeria took the third place in this completed AFCON tournament, but there's something we need to learn. There's something Nigerians need to learn from Senegal, and which I'm going to stipulate it here right now. Nigerians, fellow Nigerians, it is high time we stop being religious. Number one problem of Nigerians is we are too over-religious. If you watch below, you could see a video of what happened to Stanley Wabali during the game against Morocco. Morocco used juju against Nigeria, because you cannot tell me that Chukwueze, who was classified the best penalty taker in the Super Eagles, will play a very selfish penalty, which so many Nigerians, you wanted to cut his head off, you were saying so many stuffs, but it is now clear after watching this game against Senegal versus Morocco, it is clear that Morocco were using voodoo, African magic, against the Nigerian Super Eagles. Because look at it, look at what happened to Stanley Wabali. You could see the video, it is clear. They were taking his towel, and if you are spiritual, like Coach Sincere, if you are a man that has gone to the mountain, if you are a man that has seen beyond and the beyond, if you are a man that has gone into the third dimension, if you are a man that eyes are very white and clear and can see in the darkness, you should understand that Morocco used voodoo against Nigeria. I'm not saying that, that is just it means that Nigerians, Super Eagles, were not prepared for voodoo. They came out there to play football, and the other opponent had another agenda. I will not blame the Nigerian Super Eagles. And all this happened because Nigerians, we are too religious. We are blindsided from looking at the actual thing that is happening and try to create a solution to that problem. After what we saw from Eric Chile complaining about what happened that made us to lose out from the World Cup qualifiers, we should have gone back into our dressing room, looked over all these incidents, and looked for a way how we will solve this problem. Everything is not solved by being over religious. Oh, God will do it. Oh, I believe in God. Heaven help those who help themselves. You have to show an effort. You have to make those steps in trying to solve your problem. Then God will come in and make it easy for you. But you did not start the process, and you just expect God should just come from nowhere and fight your battles. No. Heaven help those who help themselves. And it is clear now. You could see also, if you watch below me, you could see the incidents again of where the Moroccan fans threw banana at Stanley Wabali. And Stanley Wabali reacted very calmly to that incident, even taking the banana. I know, yes, what's his name again? The Brazilian guy that played for Brazil. I've forgotten his name. That same incident happened to him. And yeah, he ate it. Yes, but in this stage, this was the AFCON semi-final. I needed Wabali to react in a very aggressive manner against the Moroccan fans, because you are dealing with spiritual warfare. This is spiritual warfare, and you can't be calm when you are in the battlefield fighting against spiritual warfare or people using voodoo against you. You can't be weak. And you could see it there. It was just so clear. A message to CAF President Mr. Patrice, you have to throw a ban on Morocco football team and Morocco nation. If not, we are going to come for you. Because with the incidents that happen, and we are seeing that CAF even awarded them the team that played the most fair games during the AFCON. That is an insult. Mr. Patrice, you better give out a sanction to Morocco, or we, the Nigerian Football Federation, we are going to go straight to FIFA, and we shall file a complaint against you, and we shall file for a motion to the chairman of the NFA, to the NFF, to submit a petition that you should be impeached. Because with this AFCON is the worst officiated AFCON in the history of AFCON in total. And we will not stand here and watch this kind of incidents take place and making the likes of Jamie Carragher coming in here and see, oh, you see why I told you that the AFCON is nothing? No. We are the pride of Africa. We have to show it. And Mr. Patrice, if you don't sanction, because with the incident they did to Wambali, and also repeated that incident in Senegal, these were match officials taking people's towel, taking the keeper's towel. These were match officials. Also, Hakimi, with the video that is circulating, FIFA should ban Hakimi personally, because we will not take that kind of insult. Because what is there? A captain of a team? Come on. This is pure voodoo. You should understand what it means for you to take the sweat of somebody. If you understand how spiritual warfare takes place, you should understand that you getting a sweat from an individual is a vital instrument you can use to bring him down. And that is what Morocco did. They did this against Nigeria, and they succeeded. We tried our best, yes, but still, at the end result, what they wanted played out. They also did that to Cameroon. But now, Senegal, I give thumbs up to Senegal. I give thumbs up to the Senegal fans, the Senegal supporters that were in that stadium. If you watch below here, you will see where after the incident that happened, that those players were now replicating the same thing they did to Wabali to Mendy. You could see the incidents when Hakimi took the keeper's towel and threw it to the Moroccan officials, stadium officials. And you will see where a Senegal player rushed and took it. This incident was the beginning of this whole problem. It started from there. Later on, even before that, you saw the one where they were taking those towels, and the substitute keeper of Senegal had to come in to, you could look it down here, the substitute keeper of Senegal had to come in to rescue those towels from the Moroccan stadium officials. You could see it there, to the extent where they actually fought with him, and he stood his ground. And at the point in time he saw they were going to overpower him, he had to run to close to where the Senegalese players are, and immediately they saw backup. They back out. All these little incidents that Senegal did was the way they broke the spell. They broke that voodoo. They conquered it, because these incidents, they came out and showed that we know what you are doing. We know the game you want to play. We know you are trying to use spiritual warfare against us, and we are out for you. You saw it. Now, also, if you look at the incident, the referees, they were talking about, Ghanaians were saying, oh, the Ghanaian referee was partial in the Nigerian game. Now look at the game against Senegal. You can see it. It is clear. If you look below now, you will see a licensed referee, a licensed FIFA referee explain that game. Say, look at the goal that could have ended the game, that they disqualified. Two players stretches their hands out into a contest and one person fell. That is never in any way a free kick. It's no way, because if you listen to what he said, okay, let's listen to him now.
Here's a situation everybody's talking about. So what happened here is that the referee called a free kick before the goal was scored. The mistake by the referee is that he called foul immediately. So VAR could never intervene in this situation to allow the goal. So what he should have done is to wait and see and allow the attack to finish. So after this goal was scored, he could have called a free kick or wait for VAR to tell him to make an on-field review. Because if you look at the situation, I wouldn't say that this is a clear free kick. Based on this replay, you have two players and both are using their arms. It's mutual contact and one of them falls down. A free kick can be supported, but is this clear enough for it to be called? Based on the replay that was shown, there is mutual contact between two players. And in my opinion, play should have continued and the goal should have been allowed.
Yeah, it's just too clear. You heard what a licensed referee of FIFA explained, that the referee should allow the game to flow, and now listen, if the VAR is going to call him to check, or also as the number one man in that pitch, who is in charge of that pitch, the referee, you have the right to call on VAR that you want to look a playback of an incident that happened. And you could go and do an incident check to replay that incident to see it, because these were two individuals, their arms were stretched out the same way in a tussle, and one person fell. No way that is the free kick. Those incidents happen many against Nigeria. You saw the Kevin Bassey incidents where Ibrahim Diaz was pulling the jersey of Kevin Bassey, and Kevin Bassey didn't even hit him, and he fell, and he gave Kevin Bassey a yellow card. You see, when I knew Senegal understood what Morocco wanted to do, and they were using spiritual warfare, they were using voodoo, and they also prepared for them. They were lions, and they came out. They came out, from the fans to the manager to the players. They all knew, and the unity of their spirit was very high, that it overpowered the Moroccan juju that they use. Their juju no fit work. Because watch it. You could see when they wanted to take that penalty. Look at the penalty again. Watch it. You could see some people say, oh, Brahim Diaz saw that penalty. Oh, no! Senegal played the same game that they are playing. You want to play juju? We're going to play juju with you. That's what happened. Senegal said, you want to play juju? We're going to play juju with you. And if you watch it very well, that same incident of that same style of penalty kick that Mendy said also happened in the Premier League. Also with another top A-list striker, Sergio Aguero. So nobody should say that is a fluke. No. It happened also to Sergio Aguero, who is an A-list top striker, better than Ibrahim Diaz. Anytime, any day. He did that same incident to the same Mendy, the same way. Senegal knew what they were doing. You want to play juju? We will do juju with you. And that's what happened. And to their coach, Papi, oh, Coach Papi, Coach Sinse gives you a court cap for you. The way you showed yourself like a lion, even to the point of ordering your team to go out of the pitch. That shows unity. That shows all these little things you see they do is fire. In the spiritual realm, if you understand what this kind of thing means, it's fire. And if your eyes are blind, it's not because you are seeing that you can see the beyond. No, you have to be prepared for it. You understand me? And when I look at it, the way he did it with Sergio Mane, also again, you see the hunger in them. And that was the only thing that was missing in the Nigerian team. And the issue that brought that was Nigerian team were too religious. They were too religious. They were depending. They were saying, oh, God will fight our battles. But they were not ready to fight the battle. You were not showing working. How you not going to show work and you want make God come and help you? It's not possible. You have to show workings for God to help you. And that was the reason why Morocco beat us. It doesn't mean that Morocco is better than us. No. We are far better than Morocco anytime, any day. Check our players. From our keeper down to our striker, down to our bench. There is none of the Moroccan team that could compare with us. In the whole Moroccan team, how many players will you say you know that plays that you can, as a layman, you will know them? It's only 3 players. And out of those 3 players, it's only 2 you might even know, which is Hakimi and Ibrahim Diaz. Bruno, yes, he kicked for, I think, Villarreal in the Spanish league He wasn't that well known. He is a good keeper, but he's not that well known. And you saw it. He's not that well known. And so it's a shame. It's a shame to CAF that they will allow this kind of injustice play. And now we are hearing that CAF has suspended Senegal's coach Papi. You see, you are suspending a coach because he ordered his players to leave the pitch. But we saw the incidents Morocco stadium officials who are representing CAF did on the pitch. And I have not heard here where CAF have issued a statement that they are suspending the Moroccan football team. They are suspending the Moroccan FA. I have not heard it. And I'm hearing now that you are suspending the Senegalese coach. Bullshit. To hell with CAF. I say it is high time we remove the CAF president, Patrice, because this is the worst CAF officiating we've ever seen. But with what Morocco did, if FIFA and CAF don't throw sanctions on the FA of Morocco and the Moroccan team, and especially Hakimi for the act he did, we all see the videos. The videos are there. You could look, you could see the videos. They're everywhere. Then we should understand that Jamie Carragher has always been right that the AFCON is not a tournament to be right home about. That's just it. It's just clear and it's just simple. Because how can this incident, and if you watch the goal that Senegal scored, you will understand that they knew the warfare and they were ready. And the moment they scored that goal, the battle was done. The battle was finished. We that could see beyond into the spiritual realm, we already saw that it was over. The hurdle has been jumped, and it's over. Because I can't just understand how African football has to be bent on juju, on voodoo. It's not good. That is not football. And that's one of the reasons most times Nigeria have so many problems against so many countries. Nigerians are too religious. It's high time we come out, and if you look at it very well, even in our government, even in our politics, in anything we do as Nigerians, we always just lay back and say, oh, God will fight our battle. Oh, the president is not good. Oh, don't worry. We are praying to God. Fight our battle. Heaven help those who help themselves. You have to come out. You have to come out and show your workings. Okay, show workings. Come out. If something is not good, say it's not good. Put that effort. But we're not talking about politics now. We're talking about football. Morocco. Man. I said this. Morocco, you didn't say your juju if you work against Senegal. Senegal don't fall your hand, though. I swear. Senegal give Morocco a point. Senegal a point Morocco. Give them power back to back. Every incident that Morocco tried to use to demoralize them spiritually, Senegal replied them immediately. No wasting time. Which this shows that they knew, and again they have understudied what happened to Cameroon, and also what happened to Nigeria, and they understood They did their homework. And this was what we Nigerian team, we did not do. After what happened to Morocco, after what happened to, Cameroon, and what happened to you, to DR Congo, bro, we should have been prepared for this warfare. Everything is not about physical football when it comes to African football. Sometimes some people go spiritual. And if they want to go spiritual, we have to also plan how to defend ourselves spiritual. Not just church. Not just church. My pastor this, my pastor that. Oh, they say, no. You have to also do the omena now. You have to go deep into the forest and find that solution. If not to carry on move, tie for mouth, sit down for that place, to cast and buy, like I bash them up and down. And that's just it. And the man who was ready won. Kudos to Senegal. Kudos to Senegal. Senegal. Anytime, any day, Senegal for beating Morocco in their own game. Senegal, I give you the high praise. I give you the high praise, Senegal. Anytime, any day, Senegal. I'm a Nigerian, but for this your display, for this your act you did in this final, I am now your number one fan. As a Nigerian, I love Senegal. And Senegal, please, thumbs up, Senegal. This is Coach Sincere from the Eagle Eyes podcast, and peace out.